What's good? What's good? Y'all, this is just a late night special edition. Special edition. Just a little special edition. Oh. To all your wine drinkers and late night drinkers, blunt smokers, but just water. You drink water, whatever. Or you scrollers. You're just addicted to your phones. I'm not afraid to show my feed and what I look at on social media because it's all what I look at on my podcast. It's all what y'all see on my podcast. Everything that you see that I look at on Facebook is on my podcast. So this is just a little bonus, just a little bonus. I won't be hitting every topic. And I'm gonna be scrolling through my feed. Anything that pop up, I'ma just let it ride. It's like scrolling on y'all feed. Y'all gotta have fun with this too. Hit in the comments. Come on, be with me. I don't care if it's one or two of y'all. Y'all can conversate together. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that link in the bottom for y'all to join the live if y'all want to do. And make sure I'm in Facebook. Let me go on my phone and make sure that let me sheet it up. Yeah, I'm live on Facebook. I'm connected. Instagram. I don't even be being on Instagram like that. For real. I just went live on Instagram just maybe one time. Maybe. But we're gonna scroll through some stuff. We're just doing some Facebook scrolling. This is gonna be fun. This gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna show y'all what I do when I scroll through Facebook. Facebook, so through social media platform, Facebook is my only source of social media. I ain't got no TikTok. I ain't been on Instagram in over a year. My last live from Instagram was 2 weeks ago. That was the first time, but I was blocked on Facebook. That's why I went to Instagram. Facebook is my only source of social media because I only like to. Well, how could you keep up with TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat? Some of y'all got all that. How could you have a life when you got all three of the four social media platforms? How could you have a life of your own? I only can have one Facebook social media. That's the only thing I got time for. That's the only thing that I got time for. I ain't got time for nothing else. Because the way I work and the way I do business, how do you got Snapchat? How the hell you got TikTok? All of these social media platforms and how do you do it? I don't understand. But I can't do it. I can't do it. We're gonna jump right into this. We're gonna jump right into my scroll. What do I be saving? I be saving these type of videos. Let's go to this. Let's go closer. Like she picked up a bowling ball. Hold on, let's just play this back. Boom! Oh my god! Dang! She hit her head on the got oh. Wow. Ooh, she hit her right in the head, knocked her own out. That's crazy. Oh, let's do this again. Instant replay. Oh my God. She hit it. She hit her head on the table after she hit her with the bowling ball. And oh my God. And they saying she died from this. I don't know how true this is. Let me go back. The original say the girl died, y'all. Y'all see that right there. It say the girl died. Ugh. So she died from that. These bras crazy these days. These bras is crazy now. They shooting too. Like they way violent than ninjas. I'm talking about the rise of the independent woman. No, but these women now is way more violent than they was back in. I mean, they shooting too. It's damn. Sorry, I'm I'm a loss for words. That was commercial. Sorry about that. Man, hold on. What's this? What's this right here? I be seeing him.
Courtney,
Look, can you rate my drip like 1 through 10? You know, it's real precious. It's light though.
rate your drips 8.
A 10?
8 out of 10.
All right, 10 out of 10. So look, would you date a dude dressed like this?
I'd let you take me out. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Can you like a 360 for the camera? Let me see. Oh, wait, look, can it clap? Can you shake it just a little bit?
I can, but
Can I grab it?
no.
Please.
Go ahead.
I can grab it.
It's soft.
So turn this way. I can grab it up.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait.
Oh man, this is a little too explicit for this. I mean, what?
Can I have some of it? Can I slap it?
Go ahead. What'd you do?
Oh, I like it. So Chris to know here with.
Big motherfucking Italy. If you don't know me,
Excuse me. Hold on. Let me interrupt this. The thoughts of these days. I mean, these thoughts is real bold. They bold now.
you know, if you don't follow me, it's Big Italy, not the one. FAVV.TA motherfucking Y.
Okay. All right, so look, can you rate my drip like 1 through 10? This is something like, you know what I'm saying, real pressure though, you feel me?
Okay, I like the stacks. I give you a 7.
A 10?
8.
Out of 10?
8.
Out of 10, I like you too. So look, would you date a dude dressed like this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I like it.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I really like you.
You got money?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna date you, girl.
Can you like a 360 for the camera?
You gonna pay for it?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Let me, wait, I ain't got oh my God, wait, can you clap? Can you shake it just a little bit? Just a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. Let me, oh my God, wait, can I grab it? Can I grab it, please?
A little bit.
Okay, come on, let me see.
Oh my God. I mean, God dang. I mean, what? What? Why? Like, these thoughts, I mean, they just do anything on TV now. I mean, this is what I be thinking in my mind when I be watching these. When I be scrolling up these posts, I be like, man, these thoughts just do anything. Like, what happened?
Oh, can you shake it? Oh my God. Wait, can I slap it one time?
Don't do it too hard.
Okay.
What's funny?
I'm not gonna do it hard.
All right.
I want to do you hard. Oh, wait, come on, let me stop. All right, so I'm Kristen out here with
Alicia.
Look, can you rate my drip like 1 through 10? This is real pressure.
Okay, real pressure. I give you a 7.5.
10?
What?
Out of 10. So
your
look.
teeth good though.
Oh,
is that part of the trick?
That's a 10, yeah.
Okay.
10,000.
Nah, I'll give
10
you
for
a
10,000.
I'll give you a 9.
Okay, look. So would you date a dude just like this?
Huh?
Would you date a dude just like this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, I'm pressed. Can you like a 360 for the camera? Let me. Oh. Wait. Can you shake it one more time, just a little bit?
Damn.
Just a little. Let me see. Oh. Wait. Can I grab it?
In the middle of the mall. I mean, see what I be thinking in my mind. I be like, man, these thoughts, man, they just. You see, on social, you can't just scroll. You can't just. Oh God, you can't just. I know y'all just seen that. You cannot just look at the whole video, or you're gonna be, or this is going to become in your feed. For real, you can't look at it for 5 seconds. When you look at a video for 5 seconds, it's gonna come in your feed. Multiple videos from that video, and then they will follow you automatically. You automatically follow this person. Like, God dang, I didn't follow this person. I ain't never push follow, but it was like automatic. Hold up. This is a little popular name.
Hey, this is my brother. All I do on my phone is make plays. My favorite brother. We go way back. No, I'm saying, you know, mama, it been like this. No, this is what we do. This is how we play. Who man is this, bro? You go back, you know that's the law of the glow. You want to see this shit on my chain? You talking about give you some shit in front of a big wall like that? I'm gonna have fun and put you on that wall. This is my brother. I'm a real slave. Okay,
I mean,
14 years, 13 seasons, not a single playoff appearance. 12.
I mean, I don't know what to. I mean, Sexy Red, Chief Keef. I mean, I like Chief Keef personally. I hate Sexy Red. I don't like Sexy Red. I don't like nothing she about. But the whole narrative is, I mean, your best friend. You know, this is why I don't date women with best friends as men, because they be they be doing that. I know not all women like it, but these hoes like Sexy Red. Like, you can't put all women in category, because I don't think all women the same. I think if there's another gender of it's a different gender than a woman. These hoes, these thoughts, and these sluts, they're not the same gender as a woman. And I don't think these hoes, thoughts, and sluts is the same gender as a woman, a regular woman. Sexy Red is another gender. Y'all ain't never heard nothing like that. You know why? Because they claiming non-binary and there is no gender, right? So if that's true, it possibly could be that Sexy Red could be another gender. Holes like that. But whatever her and Chief Keef, you know, that's pertaining to you have best friends is a man, you know. This is why a lot of dudes just saying, putting out and spitting out like, yeah, this is why I don't date women with boy best friends. Like this why I don't date women with boy best friend, because of this video. This video is waking a lot of dudes up. Like,
That the move was, and I'm quoting, due to sin. Our Brooke Rogers has reaction.
The Fellowship Church suddenly decides to step down.
Yeah, he told his congregation that the move was, and I'm quoting, due to sin. Our Brooke Rogers has reaction from those church members.
Tony Evans has been the senior pastor here for 48 years and has grown membership to around 10,000
damn, Tony Evans just stepped down.
people. Church members we spoke to today said they support and admire Evans through this surprising change in leadership. James Harris Jr. has worshiped at Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship Church for 32 years and has watched it flourish under senior pastor Tony Evans.
Yes, he's a staple in the community. I think he is one of the most known pastors in the nation.
A former chaplain for both the Dallas Cowboys and the Mavericks, Evans is also a well-known author, speaker, and widely syndicated radio host. Harris was in the second service on Sunday when he learned that Evans was stepping away from his pastoral duties.
It was shock, everyone really couldn't believe what was being said.
Evans told the congregation that he had committed a sin a number of years ago and that he is required to apply the same biblical standard of repentance and restoration to himself that he has applied to others.
At least he didn't get caught doing it. He, unlike TD Jakes and all them other pastors who.
He said, quote, "While I have committed no crime, I did not use righteous judgment in my actions. In light of this..."
Did he sleep with a boy too? No, I don't know if he slept with a boy. He might have slept with a boy. I don't know. Did this dude then slipped up and slipped with a boy too? Hitting boys from the bike?
"I am stepping away from my pastoral duties and am submitting to a healing and restoration process established by the elders. This will afford me a needed time of spiritual recovery and healing." Harris says his actions are a reminder that pastors are human too.
But people who have come to maturity, grown in the faith,
as well as an opportunity to give back to Evans what he's taught them.
Him and his family, they truly believe what they preach, and they act on it. And so this is just another showing of faith in God and forgiveness and healing and grace.
Brooke Rogers, CBS News, Texas.
The next name is this. Tony Evans is a Brotherhood member. A false pastor representing another gospel skillfully woven into the real one. It is impossible to detect even if you know what to look for he has been teaching the gospel too long to make mistakes. His children are not part of what he does. He crossed over alone. He is with the Masons. He wears and the sentence stopped there, and I saw a strange cross. It is a cross that looks like this. It has curvy sides, and I found the closest thing, I hope it will be visible, the closest thing that I could find was that, but the image that I saw was a metal pendant that he either...
Ain't that the same chick that predicted TD Jakes' downfall? That's that same chick. I knew she looked familiar. I'm about to turn this ish off, but maybe she got some. Maybe y'all maybe have to follow up because she be predicting some real stuff. She done predicted TD Jakes accurately.
Has or wears as a symbol of his affiliation. Masons means Freemasons. The Lord says that this man is of the same order as TD Jakes. I have seen some of this man's messages. I have read some of his books, and his name has never been shown to me by the Lord until this day that he is false. Therefore, understand that there is a level of falsehood that is not rooted in how this person teaches the word of God. You will not hear them stumbling in how they present the gospel message. The Lord is concerned, and the Lord reveals these things because the roots of the teacher, pastor, preacher, prophet, apostle themselves is corrupted. So sometimes with God, his concern is not that there is fault with the material on the plate. There are a lot of false teachers. They're easy to catch out because they don't know A from B from Z. And you can just listen to 2 sermons and just know that this person is just having Wheaties and then talking about the Wheaties that he ate, but he's not rightly parsing the word of God. But there are people who put forward the word of God in a pristine fashion, but God is not concerned with what is on the plate. God is concerned with the person who is offering.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Help you hopefully to understand how manifestation works. Okay. Every version of you already exists. Every single version of you. Let's pretend this. There's a version of you that was a FedEx driver. There's a version of you that's a billionaire. There's a version of you that is a teacher. There's a version of you that's homeless. All versions of you, all timelines, all parallel realities already exist. Which one you're on is directly linked to your thinking and your perspective. So if I view myself as unworthy, maybe I'll move to that timeline that if I keep going, I will end up as a homeless person. Maybe my mindset is I'm abundant, I'm worthy of everything. I know I can create it. Maybe you're on the timeline of being a billionaire. You jump timeline to timeline. You can't even grasp how many times you do it in a day. Every time that you have a thought, you jump to another timeline. The key to creating your life consciously is you figure out where you want to go, and then you write down all of the energies, the emotions, the thought forms, the perspective that timeline has, and then you have to hold the thoughts and the emotions of that timeline, and then you will stay on that timeline. But here's the next thing. Imagine that timeline and all of them already exist, but the only one that you're on is the one that's lit up. And the one that's lit up is the one that's getting the most thought energy. So a thought comes in, and then we think about the thought. Most of us are thinking about what we don't want. So that's the timeline that we're lighting up. That's the one that we're on. But the complete opposite energy of you having everything exists as well. But you have to send enough thinking energy through thinking, through emotions to that, and then you will start to manifest that reality. So really at the end of the day, it's about asking yourself, where am I sending my thinking? Where am I steering it? Am I thinking in line with that timeline, or am I thinking more in line with that timeline? And then the timeline that gets the most thought energy, that will be the one that manifests in your reality.
Right. That was powerful right there. Usually I don't be listening to ninjas, but that right there, that was look. What y'all think about? It's about what y'all think. It's about what I'm gonna move on. What do y'all think? The timeline that you on? What this dude just said. There are multiple yous in different realities. Am I right? And if it's like the Matrix. You seen the Matrix concept, and all this other type of good stuff. The energy that you bring out, what you think about what you don't want, and it brings it back to you. What you don't want, everything. What you don't want brings it back to you. When you think about it, when you put the energy into it, when you think about what you do want, it puts you on that timeline that you a billionaire, not a bum. Okay, right. So he said, so a lot of y'all are on bum timelines. Oh, a lot of y'all are on bum timelines. A lot of y'all are on bum timelines. You ain't got no money. Oh, I'm broke. Hey, that explains it right there. I'm broke. I'm broke. Anything come out of your what you thinking? You thinking about next week, how I'm gonna get back next week. See, you're putting yourself on that broke timeline. When you think about how I'm gonna get back next week, it's putting you on that broke timeline. So you are actually planning to be broke. See, that's important. It's so important what you think about because energy is power. Energy is all power. If you plan on and you think about the future, how I'm going to get by next week, that puts you on a broke timeline. So you're going to constantly be thinking those thoughts. And how many years have you been thinking those thoughts? How am I going to get back to next week? And you've been still on that same broke timeline. How many years have you been thinking that you, how am I gonna make ends meet? I'm thinking about next month. But when you think about next month, you broke. So that puts you on a timeline of being broke. When you think about what's your next, that's why when people ask you, it's important what's your 5-year plan? What do you see yourself in 5 years? And if you don't see yourself as being wealthy in 5 years, you are in a broke timeline. This is what they're saying. If you can't see, what do you see yourself in 5 years? Think about that. That's the timeline that you want. What timeline are you on? Will determine who you will be. Where do you think, where do you see yourself in 5 years? If you see yourself with the bare minimum, getting by, just barely paying your debt off. Oh, I'm gonna be debt free in maybe 5 or 10 years. And guess what? That's the timeline that you want. I'm gonna get a house. It's gonna take me maybe a few years, 5 years to get a house. Okay, that's the timeline that you want. The broke timeline. That broke timeline that you own, you keep constantly in your head repeating the same thing that you was doing. If you in your 40s, you repeating the same thing you was doing when you was in your 20s. The same thing. And people constantly do it when they in their 50s and 60s and 70s. They still on that broke timeline what they was back when they were suppressed. See, that's what a lot of baby boomers in that same broke timeline. So they live their life getting by. The bare minimum. Food stamps. Government assistance. Vote for the Democratic Party. Yeah, we can get to get by. Yeah. That broke ass timeline. Woe is me. We shall overcome. No, we shall fight. We shall overcome. We're going to fight to the death. We gotta be like the goddamn Lycans. We gotta the Lycans. We gotta be like 300. We fight to the death. It's with timeline. For the story. What timeline is you on is what you thinking. And the thing is next week. What is your timeline for next week? How is you gonna get by to next week? You thinking about your next paycheck. That's what's keeping you broke. That's the timeline that you own. When you're thinking about next week, you're like, oh man, I can't do this until next week. And man, you should already have a full-blown vacation in your head right now. You should think that you in a mansion. You should be thinking about that type of stuff. You should already be shopping for the nicest things and the purses and the cars that you want right now. Some of y'all don't even know what a freaking let me name an exotic car. Some of y'all don't even know what a BMW i8 is and what it look like. What does an i8 look like? Some of y'all don't even know what that is because y'all in that timeline of being broke. Y'all don't look at stuff that you can't afford. See, to get in a rich timeline, in a wealthy timeline, you got to look at wealthy stuff, what wealthy people do. You got to be already shopping. You already got to know what the Bentley, the latest Bentleys. It's multiple, the Bentley Flying Spur, Bentley Coupe, Lamborghini Huracan, Lamborghini Murcielago, Lamborghini Veneno, Lamborghini Aventador. You should already know what the highest end is when you broke. You should already know right now. You should look at what rich people want, do the high end, what you want. You should already be on that timeline. You should already know what high end fashion, Fendi, the new Fendi purses, or everything. High end Gucci. I'm in the cars. Let me tell y'all that. I'm in the cars, so I ain't into the new latest fashion. Yeah, but I know my cars. And I study the high-end cars. I knew every model of Bentley, every model of Lamborghini. And I know what it looked like. I know when I see a Bentley, I know what year it is. I know the newest Bentley, just like when I see a Hyundai. Some of y'all see a Bentley, y'all see, oh, it's just a Bentley. Oh, darn, that's a Bentley. But the year is an old Bentley. I know I can see it because I've been looking at it. I know what the rich people like because I'm on that timeline. That's the difference. When you own that timeline, you gotta do it when you're broke. You gotta get on the timeline when you're broke. And that's exactly, and that's understandable. There are multiple dimensions. You are living in a parallel universe. You are living in a parallel universe, and it's all about what you think. It's all about what you think. What you think brings reality. What you say out of your mouth brings it back to you, to the reality. So you can't be thinking broke while you're broke. You got to think rich. You got to stay strong. It's like lifting weights. It's like the gym. When you skinny, you got to believe that you're strong. You got to get like Arnold Schwarzenegger level. You got to look at yourself in the mirror. You got to and imagine yourself as being that already. That what makes you lift the weights. That will and the same thing with money. Gaining or losing weight. You gotta put yourself in that energy. And that's what a lot of y'all are broke. That's why a lot of y'all ain't succeeding. Because you ain't patient. You gotta keep thinking it every single day. I don't give a damn. It's for 2 years. You gotta think about that for 2 years. You gotta think about being rich for 2 years straight. I don't care if you living in a goddamn forest. Nah, you got to be thinking that you rich already. You got to be thinking that you, boy, I always confessed this out my mouth. I always did it. I always, whatever I wanted, I demanded it. And it's a mantra. Ooh, that was deep. I like that one. Whew.
Bisexual last year. And since then, I have been dating women. And what I found very fascinating is that the more I date women, the more I find myself understanding heterosexual men. Let me explain. Exhibit A. I was on a first date with a girl who asked me out, by the way. This is relevant because when the check came, she never once made a move to pay. Not even like the fake, let me reach for my purse move. And though I don't mind paying on a date, part of me felt like, the offer would have been nice. I was also a little taken aback that she didn't even say thank you. And I never heard from her again. It really made me feel like she just asked me out so she could have a free dinner. And the moment I thought that, I was like, oh my God, I sound like all of my guy friends right now. And my argument against why guys should pay for dates has always been like, look, girls take hours to get ready. Our investment is looking really nice for you. Makeup, clothes, that costs money too. But we were both girls in this situation. We both took hours to get ready, so I definitely felt slighted. Exhibit B. On another date, I went back to a girl's house and I ended up making friends with her cat. That's not a pun. I'm talking about her literal, actual animal. And she said, wow, my cat never likes anyone. I better go out and buy a wedding dress. And again, I felt like I got some serious perspective. I have been guilty of making these kinds of jokes on dates with men. I never really thought anything of it. I was just being silly. But then when I was on the receiving end of it, I suddenly understood the panic. And finally, Exhibit C. One girl invited me back into her house, and her specific words were, do you want to come in and make out? Obviously, I'm like, yeah, you're really pretty. I want to press my face to yours. But then when we got there, we both just sat on the couch and she talked till like 3 a.m. And I was like, yo, girl, I gotta wake up at like 6 a.m. I was told there would be kisses here. There are no kisses. And like, look, I don't want to sound like an asshole. Like, I don't mind talking. I love talking. But she could have said, do you want to come in and just talk? And I would have had totally different expectations for the evening. Finally I started falling asleep and I was like, hey, I gotta go. And I gave her one kiss and left. And I felt sad that the amount of kisses promised did not equal the amount of kisses delivered. And once again, I felt like a dude who was upset that I did not receive the expected physical kisses I was promised. And I wanted to talk about this because I felt like this has really been expanding my perspective when it comes to dating. I finally understand a lot of the complaints my male friends have about dating that I admit I would usually dismiss. But now I really get it when they say, dating is just so expensive, man.
Sometimes I feel like a girl doesn't even like me for me. She just wants like a boyfriend.
I wish it were more socially expected to go Dutch on the first few dates, but you're like a jerk if you even suggest it. And any experience that expands your compassion and understanding is one that I think is worthy of sharing. So what about you? Have you had any experiences that have shifted your viewpoint dramatically? Let me know. I'm Anna.
Oh, so basically she's saying is she dated women, now she understand how we feel, how men feel, But let me tell y'all something. Ladies, when you go, don't think you can go over to the other side and think that it's gonna be the grass is greener on the other side. Because it's not. Because now you are going to have to be paying bills. Now, you become lesbian. When you become a lesbian, let me repeat this. When you become a lesbian, you are going to have to pay bills. You're going to have to go 50-50. Or 9 times out of 10, you are going to have to take care of a woman. Let me repeat that. So most women is bowing out. Like, get what? I don't want to do the man's duty. So why should I pay bills when I can get a man to pay the bills? That's what the men do. But when you go into lesbian relationships, now you are expected to go 50-50. And you are expected to pay bills. And no, you want to be a little princess and you want to get taken care of. Now, you got to pay for dates now. You got to pay for dates. How that is. You got to pay for the date. How that feel now? See, that's why so many women is opting out being lesbian now. It was an old cute idea. Kissing girls, the girls kissing girls is so popular back. You know what I'm saying? Now it ain't so popular because now they got to pay for dates. Now they got to go pay that. Now they got to pay bills. Now it ain't so sweet on the other side now, huh? Nah. See, it's a conflict, especially when it's two, attractive women. When it's two attractive women, they so pretty. They pretty. Y'all pretty and y'all the queen, who gonna pay who? Y'all be looking at each other like who gonna pay the bill? When y'all go to Root Chris, when y'all go to Steak 48 together, there ain't no man there. Y'all gonna be looking at each other when that bill come. Excuse me, y'all.
viral video of the pastor who told a woman if she doesn't raise her hands that he was kicking her out while he was doing like a prayer at the altar. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
So this is causing a lot of uproar on the internet. I guess it's a celebrities pastor guy who's supposed to be super big.
Okay.
He had a woman come to, I guess, a church that he was preaching at, and she wasn't operating the way that he wanted her to operate. And in the video, the entire situation went viral.
Oh.
Lift your hands right here. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. All over this building. All over this building. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. All over this building. Lift your hands. I need us all on one accord right now. All on one accord. All on one accord. Everybody lift your hands. Baby, can you do me a favor? Lift your hands or get out. Could you choose one? Lift your hands or get out. Can you lift your hands or get out? Choose one. Choose one. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. I'm not scared of nobody. I mean what I mean. I'm here to protect you. And anything that is in violation of it has got to go.
He's here to protect you.
I'm becoming a popular preacher who suggests everyone knows who Jeremiah Daniel Davis is. This young lady comes into a service. She has no clue of the culture. She has no clue of how I am as a leader. She has no clue of the atmospheres and environments and how they are set. And I assume everyone just falls into line because there's a piece of arrogance in each preacher that feels like we just know it all. And everyone just know us all. And so this helped.
Is a piece of arrogance in every preacher. I thought that was about to go.
It's the cow's vagina, but in Vietnam, it's a real delicacy, and it's a very difficult dish to prepare. First, the chef must clean the cow's vagina. This process will affect the final flavor. They mix it with a lot of salt, and then they carefully shave the hairs with a knife. This process requires a lot of patience on the part of the chef, until the black skin is completely removed. Usually this process takes about 2 hours. Then the chef squeezes in lemon juice to remove the odor of the cow's vagina. The cow's vagina is very tasty, and because they're so few in number, so they're sold at a very high price. It costs about $10 a piece. While cooking, the chef will add a red fruit to the pot and lemongrass to remove the fishy odor. They can add flavor to the dish. The cooking time will last for about an hour, and at the end, a lot of chili peppers and garlic are added. When cooked, the cow's vagina turns this red color. The chef cuts it in the center, then it's cut into thin slices and served. It tastes very chewy, and it's very tasty.
Aw, look at Daddy.
He's not my grandma.
Really, Ava?
He's not. My dad's in jail and I miss him.
Aw, look at Daddy.
He's not my grandma.
Really, Ava?
He's not. My dad's in jail and I miss him.
why come the pastor have to have him a nice house? Why come pastor got to have a nice car? Don't ask. I said, don't ask. I said, don't ask.